Welcome everybody. My friends, Sunita Fotedar's family members have all joined for a meeting where we have promised ourselves that we are going to keep her memory alive. When I was looking for pictures of Sunita Fotedar, I was surprised to find in Google the only presentation which I had made after my chairmanship of the woman wing of IMA, where I had written down that Dr. Sunita Fotedar and Dr. Sangeeta had been my left and right hands. That was the only two photographs available. And I can definitely say that, my association with her had very long association. Right from her senior residency, then I found when I we came down in practice and she was also here, she was always my right or left hand. Very silently, always smilingly, she was always there with us. Her loss is a very personal loss, and I can promise you, Dr. Sunita Fotedar, year after year, there will be oration in her name to keep her alive, her memories, and her contribution to Delhi Gynecologist Forum. With these words, the first memorial lectures on Sunita Fotedar goes to her colleague, Dr. Kalpana, who is going to probably particular day with her few words. Dr. Kalpana.
I would like to thank most respected Secretary General, Delhi Gynae Forum for selecting me of this very prestigious oration in the memory of our beloved, most honest, sincere, disciplined, committed, hardworking, responsible, and most respected dear Dr. Sunita Fotedar, who left us on 13th August 2021 after a battle with cancer for almost 2.5 years, which she fought very bravely. Before starting oration, I would like to tell about Dr. Sunita Fotedar, as my association with ma'am was almost for 20 years. So I know her by heart and by depth. She was born in 1955 in an Air Force officer's home and had schooling in different parts of India. She did her MBBS and MD Ops in Gynae for Srinagar Medical College, Kashmir from duration 1975 to 1983. She was being judged Best Outgoing Female Candidate of the Year in 1983. She got married to Dr. Arun Fotedar, pediatrician practicing in East Delhi on 3rd March 1984, and then she moved to Delhi. She worked for short duration as an assistant officer in ICMR and joined later on Lady Hardinge Medical College as senior resident. Then she moved to Iran in 1986 for 6.5 year duration. After coming from there, she did private practice for short duration and then joined MCD through UPSC as specialist. And then she came to Swami Dayanand Hospital in 2000.
You like to share some slides on that?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll speak like this. And she has 2 grown-up beautiful children whom she raised with good moral values. Dr. Shivani is an anesthetist and married. Now she is in USA. Son Shivish doing job in Amazon and he is also in USA right now. After joining Swami Dayanand Hospital, she was instrumental in rejuvenating the Ops and Gynae department and throughout her duration, and subsequently raised it up to the postgraduate teaching hospital since 2016 and having around 18 students of DNB Gynae at one point of time. She was very passionate about the quality care of last person of the country, for which she raised demand for better infrastructure in labor room, OT and whole department. And I remember before her joining, we used to do hysterectomy by chromic catgut, but then she made Weichel suture available for all of us and made life easy. She fought throughout her life for right things and she put her foot down for any wrong practices. The first lesson I learned from her, not to compromise with the basic needs of life, no matter how far you have to fight. fight for it. Forgiveness is also one of her beautiful qualities. She never keeps grudges in her heart and used to speak in front of anyone. And if something bothers to her or anyone in the department, she used to say, leave it and let go. And I have also imbibed this mantra of let go, and trust me, it really works to keep you at ease. I remember in 2015, I was transferred to Karaval Nagar and I came to know about the theft at her home. And I called her and she started opening up that Kalpna, my lifelong saving has gone. She was very sad, but in a minute, she consoled herself as well as to me, saying that probably that was not mine, so why worry? So lesson learned, लीव इट, जो खोया या जो पा ना सके वो अपना था ही नहीं, जो है उसी में ही संतोष करना पड़ेगा. I shared a personal bond with her. She used to trust me so much that I have to take more responsibility to keep her expectations. I remember once she was operating on one table and one senior resident was doing LSCS on another table. After delivery of the baby, SR called me that there were 3 fibroids in uterus, submucosal, subserosal and a big intramural in one lateral wall. I went to her casually and said, fibroid hai, nikal do? And she said, do whatever you want. And then we could do that case and by cesarean hysterectomy, cesarean myomectomy, and then case was published also. When I did my first NDVH also, she was operating on another table. So this was her trust in me. When I delivered my first lecture at Leela in Delhi Gynae Forum, my name was suggested to Dr. Ila by her only. A milestone in my professional journey was live operative workshop as organizing secretary along with AOGD. She only suggested my name to them. And this is how she used to encourage all the colleagues of the department and residents to break the barriers and come forward. One more quality I observed in her, that she used to connect with everyone in the same way, whether this is a high official or a class 4 employee. She used to praise all class 4 employees who worked sincerely and even attended their family functions. She was very liberal in her thoughts and action and never differentiated on the basis of caste, religion or class. So she carries an aura of positivity around her and serves the most underprivileged person of the society, that too with an infectious smile and charm. Her demise was a personal loss to me. I lost a great friend, an elder sister, with whom I used to share all my personal or professional issues. I will remember her throughout my life, but with a smile as she desired, and will try to imbibe some of her qualities in me. I think this will be a real Shraddhanjali to the noble soul and wish the Almighty to keep her with him for eternal peace. I wish her family strength to bear this irreparable loss with calmness and peace and carry forward her legacy. Thank you so much. This was all about Dr. Sunita. So now for oration, I have chosen a topic very dear to my heart, well suited to the personality of Dr. Sunita. To speak on any social issue is not easy, that I could understand while preparing this oration. As we want to speak about the issue without hurting sentiments of anyone, but to convey our message in a positive manner, which should be helpful to put a positive impact. I would like to speak about women empowerment. Although the topic is very common, but the perception is different in each one's mind. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, without empowering 50% of the population, that is women, a progress of nation is far to reach. This has to understand by all countries who do not support women empowerment. And we are lucky enough that our government in India is a great supporter of women empowerment, and recent example is appointment of 4 female judges in Supreme Court. Empowering a woman means to make her aware about her rights and duties, to make her capable and to make decisions for her personal, professional and social life. I think empowerment is a continuous process which can be done by the set of focused program, and that too on priority basis, one by one. There are stages of empowerment by which a human being is different from animals, and we can say that smarter brain, rational and logical thinking, language skill, cultural norms, great discovery, from fire to fighter jet, from notebook to digital friendly. This is all because of empowered human race, where women is also coming in picture. First stage of women empowerment is education. Equal opportunity of education is birthright of any girl. Education put everyone on equal footing to have access to their rights and duties. Knowledge always increases self-confidence and self-esteem. It also gives access to development of social, political, intellectual and religious consciousness and discourage superstition, intolerance and narrow-mindedness. Even today, we see ignorant woman is going for treatment of infertility to a tantric who put her life in danger, and on the other hand, an empowered woman is capable of taking decision to find the best specialist of the city for her problem. This all comes with education and access to the knowledge. Economic empowerment is another stage which comes after a basic education, and to earn money by right means should be the ultimate goal. Economic independence makes her to take decision for better life. Social, psychological or political empowerment also connected with each other and with education and economic empowerment. So my point is, what is the role of women for empowering every woman? So to begin with, as soon as women get pregnant, the family is desired of having a specific gender, and with the help of technology, they find out the gender of unborn child, and they go for abortion if undesired gender is in the utero. This has created imbalance between male and female ratio of India, and this is a serious problem. And then came the need of PCPNDT Act. My point here is all females of the family, like mother-in-law, sister-in-law, sister, friend, if welcome the any gender of unborn child, and so this practice can be stopped altogether. And when all gynecologists, who are almost 98% female, stop doing this procedure, then it will also be had to stop this wrong practice. So role of female in financial assistance. Working in a government sector, I have seen the entire family of men, women or children, all are malnourished, poor or oppressed. We talk about anemia eradication, better nutrition for adolescent girls and pregnant women. But good nutrition is the need of every individual, right? But when we see any patient, any female patient with severely anemic, and we ask for the blood donation, we see that to whom, जिसको हम बोलते हैं वो उसका husband हो या वो भी उतना ही anemic होता है. So the reason of all this is poverty. So the responsibility has to be shared by the all women to earn for the family, and if they are not able to fulfill their both ends, then she should not start her family, and women should be free to adopt any family planning contraceptive measures, and she should be empowered to plan her pregnancy. Role in social development and building strong characters. For this, education is only medium to know the rights and duties as well as the wrong practices of the society. As a mother, big responsibility comes to all of us to give good sanskar to the growing and teaching our children with good sanskar, so that they can respect all women and all human beings irrespective of any class, caste, religion, community. So when a boy becomes a grown-up man, he will not incline to do any criminal activity, and the world will be the better place to live. Strong character is also a very strong aspect of any person. If a woman of the family is having a strong character, the family also carry forward the same thing for them. So what is our role for empowering the women? This is especially for all gynecologists to empower women of the society, and I am sure that we all are trying hard to help the women by creating awareness of preventable diseases like cervical cancer, and we are also helping by preventing anemia, and our major role comes for giving 24 hours services to all laboring mothers to reduce the maternal mortality rate, and which is continuously declining, but our mentor Dr. Sharda Jain has aimed to reduce MMR up to 0, and we are taking care of menopausal and geriatric women for better life and for better health. And along with this, we all doctors or female doctors, we should also take care of our own health and by regular checkups. And if there is something comes out to be in the investigation or checkup, we should immediately go for the treatment in spite of whatever busy schedule we have. Our health is the first priority to help the society in return. So at last, but not the least, I feel more responsibility comes with the more empowerment. Empowerment is a continuous process. Even I feel little more empowered today after speaking on a social issue on this prestigious platform. This is our right to be empowered, to share more responsibility, to make a change for a better life. I am proud to be an empowered woman and would like to see the same feeling in all women of this country. Thank you so much, and my special thanks to Dr. Sharda Jain ma'am and Delhi Gynae Forum for allowing me to share my views on this prestigious platform. Thank you once again. Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Kalpana, we are proud of you that you have shared your thoughts, and you've shared your thoughts on a very important topic on women empowerment, where Sunita Fotedar was very dear to her. Now I will request Dr. Arun Fotedar to speak for 2 minutes at this particular time. Dr. Arun Fotedar.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda Jain. And at this time, with the sad heart, I can recall few of the many qualities that have been covered by my colleagues here. And one of them was that she was an artist in her mind. And she was judged by her teacher for carrying the torch of art, and he wanted her to become a fine artist when her mother finally decided कि नहीं artist तो नहीं बनाना है और इसको medicine में जाना है. But she carried the torch, and still I remember that beautiful drawings that she used to make, which probably most of you don't know. And this ability my daughter has carried from her, and she too is a good artist, and even my son also. And my son now, he is media, he's in media, and he is using the ability in art for earning. And another thing that speaks about her ability in art is the way she designed my home. This home was designed by her. The interior decoration was done by her. Many of you who have come to my home, and there is a kind of a warmth that oozes out of this home, and it was just because of her. And we would go into the market and she would find out, यहाँ पर ये चीज लाएंगे. And I would say, I confess it, that I am poor at art. I am a hardcore scientist, absolutely zero idea about art. And she would say, नहीं यार देखो ये जचेगा, यार कहाँ रखोगे इसको, तो ले तो चल, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ रखेंगे. And there she would fit it at a place, and it would look beautiful at that, as if it was made for that place. So this was one character that I always appreciated, so much so that I don't feel ashamed about this thing कि मेरे कपड़े भी वही लाया करती थी. She would go to the market and find out, तेरे पे ये अच्छा लगेगा, ये बेकार है, ये छोड़ दो, वो अच्छा लगेगा. And I feel destitute today कि भाई आज तक तो सब कपड़े उसी ने लाए, अब क्या करेंगे. So that is something that she had. Another aspect of her life, that she was wonderful in cooking. Though my mother is also a very good cook, but she surpassed her abilities, my mother's abilities, and uski versatility was great. My mother is a typical Kashmiri cooking ki master, but she could cook anything. Matlab, I can say this thing, that the pizza that she used to prepare, I have never seen in Domino's or anywhere. Similarly, sambar or anything, you name the thing and she would put taste into it. And the person would be so satisfied with that. This was another aspect of her hospitality that she would ooze when people would be there. And jo khana wo banati thi, that was something excellent, really mouth-watering and really flavored. And उसमें variety भी इतनी ज़्यादा होती थी कि उसको surpass करना काफी मुश्किल था. Another aspect of her life was that what she has given to her children. And that is what Dr. Kalpna has just now said. She was very particular about this thing, that you have to be polite, even if किसी ने तुमसे कुछ भी कहा, you have to be very nice, you have not to be harsh to them. And this is one thing that my daughter has imbibed, my son has also imbibed, that character and that upright thing. And never try to feel dissatisfied in whatever you have. That she has amply said this thing, jitna hai, bahut hai, more than enough. I think जितना मैं कहना चाहूँगा कहता ही रहूँगा. And no doubt about it कि जिस वक्त मेरी शादी हुई थी, at that time some of my friends said कि who is your favorite heroine? तो मैंने कहा सारी बहुत अच्छी हैं, but said I think your favorite heroine must be Wahida Rahman. मैंने कहा क्यों? Because your wife looks like one. तो of course she is more than Wahida Rahman to me, but she is, and she was a very beautiful lady. I don't know, most of you also must be finding her a very attractive and charming personality, and wherever she used to go, she would carry herself so well. And I used to feel proud when I was with her कि मेरी बीवी जो है एक जगह पे she is standing out. So nice she was. I think that's all I have to say about her. I just say that void that she has created by going away, it's impossible to fill up. And I'm just trying to reconcile to the new situation. And I'm thankful to Dr. Sharda Jain and all the Gynecology Forum members for being so nice to memorize her in the form of this oration and remember her time again at this time. Thank you very much, Dr. Jain. Thank you very much.
Dr. Fotedar, I think, I'm really overwhelmed. The partner telling about his own partner, and I think it's one of the very beautiful sum up. Sum up can never be done, but I think, in 2 minutes' time, you have said it all. I can definitely say that on 13th of August every year, this oration will be, every year after year it will be there. So it is for you also to know that this is on the 13th of August every year. We have one oration on that particular day, and this will be another. So the two orations will go on the same day. So this is what it is. I will like Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar to say anything, and then I will hand it over to Dr. Meena. Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar?
Yes, Madam, I haven't met Dr. Sunita Fotedar for too long. I came back to India in 2010, and it was the first time when I had become the secretary of the Delhi Gynecologist Forum in 2015. That's the time she had come over there for that particular forum. And I remember, as you rightly said, sir, when she would walk in, she would brighten up the place. With a smile, with the poise, with the dignity. She would sit quietly at one particular place, and at the end of the meeting, she blessed me by telling me, "Nay, Jyoti, go ahead. We are there to support you, and I'll always be there." After that, she did attend few meetings. I did call her as a chairperson. She came for a few meetings, but then she got too busy with the work. But we did connect with each other through WhatsApp because I always felt I have so much to learn from her. I haven't met her personally too much, but she has left such a big impact in my life that today also, when I think about her with that dignity, that greatness, that vastness of her heart, that compassion in her face, and that look in her eyes of great dignity and courage. And courage is what she has taught each one of us. So with that, I really hold my hands in remembering her. And I'm sure wherever she is, she's going to be very happy and peaceful.